Hello and welcome to the Miraculous Fanworks YouTube channel. In this video, we're going to share some amazing writing prompts that the server members have posted in the Writing Prompts channel. Writers, if you need a little break from your current work in progress, or you need some inspiration, the Writing Prompts channel is sure to give it to you. These prompts have been earned through star reactions in the channels to be shared by all our social media accounts. So with that in mind, let's get started.
Our first writing prompt is by Seas of Silver. Adrian wasn't blind to his father's faults. His father was cold, neglectful, distant, a difficult man to please, and an even more difficult man to be loved by. Some days were better than others to live with this knowledge. This wasn't one of those days. What perplexed Adrian was that his father would have sudden, unpredictable displays of affection in some way, shape, or form that felt out of character, but Adrian couldn't help but grasp with both hands, taking whatever love he could get. As Adrian lay on his bed after being reprimanded for an uninspiring photo shoot, he contemplated his relationship with his father as he fiddled with his blue scarf. The scarf itself was confusing to Adrian. Sky blue, knitted, handmade with tender care and attention, not a stitch out of place. It was supposedly from his father, but his father never brought it up, never mentioned it. It was as if he never made... Hang on, what is that? Adrian's thumb had felt something. He ran it over the scarf, and there it was again. Lifting the scarf close to his face, he analyzed the scarf with intense focus before he found it. In an exact match, sky blue threads stitched a name that, if this truly came from his father, had no place being there. But this wasn't merely a name. This was a signature. Marinette.
Our next prompt is by Agnes. Shadow Moth truly has no originality. Another memory-wiping Akuma? Really? When Marinette and Adrian get hit in their civilian forms as one of them tries to protect the other, they fall in love all over again, much like in Oblivio, and more importantly, much to Alya's endless delight. She manages to snap a picture of the two kissing before they get separated. In the span of an hour, Marinette and Adrian relearn the ropes of being superheroes through their kwamis and defeat the Akuma, but as the miraculous cure sweeps through the city, it also takes away the memories of the day with it. When Alya shows the two of them the picture, Marinette is justifiably freaked out, and Adrian looks like he's just been struck with lightning. Why the hell is he kissing his very good friend when he's in love with Ladybug? TLDR, a version of Oblivio, where our heroes are hit and then kiss in their civilian forms, documented by one nosy best friend, and Adrian dealing with the aftermath and his very befuddled feelings.
Our next writing prompt is by Lilac Teapot. An alternate universe where Marinette and Adrian are not Ladybug and Cat Noir, and the heroes are comic book characters instead. Marinette is given her friend Alya's spare Ladybug costume for a costume party after failing to finish sewing her original idea in time. She feels silly in it, but it's her only option. While at the party, one of the attendees nudges her in the shoulder and tells her that her superhero partner himself is in the room. Marinette looks to her left and spots a man with blonde hair donned in a Cat Noir suit. Feeling awkward, she rushes away to a corner. Later on, the man comes up to her and asks for pictures, stating that they're each other's halves of a couple's costume. Marinette agrees. Afterward, they strike up a conversation, and Marinette finds that this boy is actually quite cool. But she leaves the party forgetting to ask for his number. The next morning, she wakes up with regret. And 10 new messages from Alya. Turns out, the man under the Cat Noir mask was famous supermodel Adrian Agreste, and he posted their selfie all over social media and has received thousands of likes, with the caption asking the masked Ladybug to reveal herself so they can hang out again. Cue Marinette falling back into her pillow with her mouth wide open.
Our next prompt is by Ellie. So, as the years go on, Hawkmoth has schemes upon schemes. He's quite thorough in his work. He's been watching for Ladybug and Chat Noir's next moves and planning accordingly. He makes note of when and where they patrol and try to catch them off guard. He's studied the miraculous and their powers to know what might be in store should they choose to select others to aid him. Surely he's thought of nearly everything. Except for the perfect Akuma, but he'll get there someday. True, he hasn't succeeded in getting there miraculous yet, but he hasn't outright failed either. That is, until another little rodent comes along. Hawkmoth thought he'd planned for every possible contingency. But this? He never certainly thought that he'd be defeated by a rat, who's surprisingly good at cooking. Or a Hawkmoth defeat fic, featuring Remy the Rat from Ratatouille.
Our next prompt is by Discord user 11JJ11. Post-reveal, pre-relationship. Marinette accidentally leaves a sketchbook out, which Lila, Chloe, someone finds, and discovers it is full of plans for Marinette and Adrian's wedding. Thinking they hit the jackpot, they take it to Adrian to try to ruin his and Marinette's friendship. Adrian looks through the wedding plans, eyes widening in horror. Adrian: Marinette, I thought we agreed on red and green for our wedding colors. Marinette: You suggested it. I didn't agree. I'm not having our wedding look like a Christmas party. Adrian: But blue? Why not like green and pink? You love pink. Marinette: I tried that in my other sketchbook. Everything looked like a watermelon. Adrian: What's wrong with watermelons? The class just watches in pure confusion as Adrian and Marinette, who aren't even dating yet, talk about a wedding that they've clearly spent a lot of time planning.
Next prompt is by Leah. Adrian: I'm not saying I don't love you. Lila: So you do love me? Adrian: No, I just thought I didn't need to say that I don't love you. I thought it was obvious.
Our next prompt is by Charky. Sometimes people make fan edits of Adrian. He doesn't usually pay attention to them, but one day Nino shows him one that popped up on his social media. It's really well done. People in class get curious as to what they're looking at, and while they admit the edit is good, some think that they could do it better. This results in the entire class trying to make an edit that will top the one Nino showed them. The creator of the original edit? None other than Marinette Dupanching.
The next prompt is by Lupa. So when Akuma has the ability to bring back forgotten memories, by chance, Fu is visiting Paris with Marianne the same exact day. He ends up getting hit by the Akuma, which brings back Master Fu for the moment. With Master Fu's help, Ladybug and Chat Noir defeat the Akuma. However, Ladybug has to use the miraculous cure to heal all the damage that the Akuma caused, meaning Master Fu's memories have to be wiped away again. Before that happens, the heroes have a proper, loving goodbye with Master Fu, bringing closure to Ladybug and Chat Noir.
This next prompt is by Coffee Banana. When Ladybug finds the long-lost Penguin Miraculous, Cat Noir has one thought and one thought only. This is Marinette's chance at redemption after she didn't work out as Multi-Mouse. Cat needs to see Marinette wear the Penguin Miraculous. He doesn't know exactly why he feels so strongly about it, but obviously she would be adorable. That's just an objective fact. Now, if only he can convince Ladybug to give her a shot. Operation Penguinette is a go.
The next prompt is by Charky. So it's inspired by a scene in Grey's Anatomy. Adrian has been such a help during Marinette's pregnancy, making sure she's eating right, waiting on her hand and foot even when she insists he doesn't have to. There's only one problem. He won't let her have coffee. Apparently there are all types of studies on the effects caffeine could have on an unborn baby, and Adrian is taking no chances. However, an uncaffeinated Marinette is a dangerous, dangerous thing.
Here's a prompt by Mamadon. Marinette, upon finding out what a total otaku Adrian is, decides to pull a prank on him by pretending to have Hanahaki disease. Adrian, Sunshine Child, believes Marinette's performance a little too intensely and starts freaking out, running around the room, telling everyone to start kissing Marinette to try to figure out who her unrequited love was and heal her.
Our final prompt for this video is by Cass. So consider Audrey Bourgeois, the food critic. Also consider Remy the Rat from Ratatouille controlling Chloe so she can impress her food critic mom.
Do you have a miraculous writing prompt in mind and want to share it with the fandom? Your prompt could potentially be written by writers on the server and could also be featured on our Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, and YouTube accounts. Join the Miraculous Fanworks Discord server and drop your prompts into the Writing Prompts channel. Link can be found in the description below.
Want exclusive insights into upcoming server events and news? How about access to our VIP channel and a special role on the server? Or maybe a physical copy of a vinyl sticker sent to you each month? Interested? Check out our Patreon for more information, and don't forget to stay miraculous.